Liam Rosenior. I think I'm starting to believe. And the family has been sick multiple times, and we're trying to get over the flu, and that has been rough. It's been really, really rough, but starting to feel better. I have missed quite a few games, but I got to watch them all. Let's see. I have missed since Chelsea West Ham, the 1-0 loss against Arsenal, the 3-1 win against Wolves, the 2-2 draw against Leeds, and now today the 4-0 win against Hull. Now, real quick, Hull City, we're supposed to beat them 4-0. Pedro Neto, fantastic performance. 3 great finishes from him. Something that I've been on him a lot this season. Number 1, not taking shots, and number 2, not being clinical. And he fixed all of those things today against Hull City. Admittedly, a championship side, so we're expected to beat them, and we're expected to thoroughly beat them. But as we have seen many times this season, the games that we're expected to win, we tend to make a really hard mess out of. But still today, we did a fantastic job. Esteval got his goal. I thought Leon Delap had one of his best games this season. Really deserved a goal. Really strong. He bullied his defenders. He was good in link up. Everything. So fantastic job. If he can only do that against Premier League opposition, then we're talking about something. Esteval, incredible run off of a really nice pass by Mamadou Sarr, actually. The first time I've really seen him play, and I thought he was solid. He was a great job. Really nice long-range passing from him in that one to Esteval. Rounded the keeper, really should have scored, but, alas, had a shocking miss. Not as bad as Palmer's, though, against Leeds. Not as bad as that one, but still missed. But he made up for it second half. Leon Delap, really nice run. Beat his defender. He actually beat 2 defenders. Got the ball right in front of the keeper, pulled the keeper out of position, passed the ball to Esteval, who got his goal. Now he has 7 goals now in all competitions, which I think has made him the youngest player, or the youngest teenager to ever do so. I don't know if it was for Chelsea or for any team in the Premier League. I'm not sure about that stat, the details of it, but still, fantastic player. I love Esteval. I only want to see him in more games. But yeah, it was a perfect game today. 90-minute professional performance. Kept a clean sheet. We got to use our subs. We got to rest Palmer. We got to rest Enzo. Holy shit. What a game. And even Tosin got to come on. And still, he made a mess. At the end, he let somebody through. And we almost gave up a 1v1 goal. But, at the end of the day, 4-0 win. Nice to have a clean sheet. Now we're in the last 16, FA Cup. All we could do is beat the team in front of us. But overall, what I want to talk about is Liam Rosenior and how we have been playing under him. And I got to say, I am liking what we're seeing. I am really liking what we're seeing. Initially, the first game, I said our press was way off. We had no clue how to play against the press, and we no clue how to press. But in just a few games, in just 2 months, we look completely different. Number 1. After that, diabolical first half against West Ham. That was horrendous. Admittedly, I think we took a way too defensive approach against Arsenal. Now, I understand why we did it. We had so many injuries, so many last-minute injuries. That's about having to fly back to Brazil for a family emergency. Cole Palmer is still not fully fit. Our only option really was to not lose the game too early, be really defensive for about 60 minutes, and then just give it everything. And unfortunately, our everything was just not enough. Would I have liked for us to just go for it from the start? Sure, of course. But he's right. If we had done that and just gotten absolutely blown out the first half, we would have been even more angry. So I'm fine with that. It's still Arsenal. It sucks that we lose against Arsenal so much in the last few years, but yeah, it's just where the teams are at the moment. And then Wolves, Chelsea, that 3-1. I don't think we played as well, but so glad to see Palmer get his hat trick. and it was some crazy, crazy defensive errors on Wolves' side that gave us that. Kind of lucky, but still 3-1. We beat that team. And then Leeds, I thought we looked the best I have seen us all season, maybe for multiple seasons. The way we played through their press with the one-touch passing between our defenders and especially the midfield of Caicedo and Andre Santos. My God, dude, that guy found Palmer in space in the 10 all the freaking time, just time and time and time again. And you know what? As shocking as Palmer's missed at the end of the game, that was, we should never have been in that position. We made a near 90-minute performance except for two just absolute idiotic, boneheaded mistakes. One by Caicedo, diving in at the box, no reason to, just let him shoot. You can put a little bit of pressure on him. There's absolutely no excuse for a player that experienced. When we're only winning 2-0, we are dominating the game. Last thing we needed to do was to swing the game in their favor at their home. No, actually, at our home. But that's exactly what he did. He gave away the penalty. And then after that, we were just in absolute shambles. But that second goal, my God, dude. Acheampong, as much as I like Acheampong, you can see this is where he tends to make mistakes. When he's not strong enough, number one. He's not clinical enough in clearing the ball. Like sometimes you just got to clear the ball. Stop being cute with it. Stop trying to play in the box. Clear it. You have to have some kind of game sense to know that we are only up 2-1. The momentum is about against us. That is not the time to fuck around in the box with the ball. And of course, then Sanchez not coming out to get the ball quickly enough, just kind of let it roll, then being knocked over by the forward. And then Gusto, also another poor clearance, just mistakes on mistakes on mistakes. And that was truly, truly an embarrassing goal to give up. And of course, finally, end of the game, you would never expect Cole Palmer to miss from 1 yard out in an open goal. But you know what? These things are going to happen. Well, he has like 80 plus goals and assists in just 100 games. I'm not going to blame him. That is not his fault. That is the team's fault for not understanding how to play the game properly. In those 2 moments, we lost focus twice. And if we're going to challenge for anything, we have to cut out that shit. We have to cut out that BS. No more. We are plenty experienced now as the team to not use experience as an excuse for that. There's just no excuse for giving up 2 goals like that at home against a lead side that we're completely dominating. But apart from that, game by game by game, we are looking better. We are looking better in our press, but especially in our ability to slow the game down in defense, draw the opposition towards us, and then quickly, just instantly play through their press, move the ball into midfield, into the final third, and try to do something. And that was one of the most frustrating things, especially at the end of Maresca, is he was so rigid with his system where he wanted players to be so methodical in going from the final third to the middle, from our third to the middle to the final third, putting the ball on the wing, expecting our wingers to beat people 1-on-1. Sometimes you got to just change up your game plan. Sometimes you need to play more direct football before the team has a chance to settle. And that is how we beat a deep back 5. And what I love is that Rosenior has recognized that Cole Palmer, number 1, is our best player. Number 2, he needs to be free. He has to be fully free in midfield to roam from side to side, to go where the space is, to go where he is the most dangerous in getting the ball, turning, running, and getting the ball down into the final third, taking shots himself. That is where he is at his best, not where he's just confined on the right-hand side, barely affecting games on the wing. Again, not really affecting games all that much. So, and I'm glad to see him game by game look a little bit better, a little bit healthier, a little bit more confident. And so I think apart from just goals, I see his confidence building game after game after game. And we need that. We need that for the end of the season because top 4 is definitely not guaranteed. There's so much competition around us between United, Villa, Liverpool. None of those teams are going to be dropping too many points. So we need to keep the pressure up and we cannot repeat another Leeds. But overall, Rosenior, as much as I hated sacking Maresca. As much as I hated his appointment because I didn't know what he was going to do so far in nearly no time to train the team and then playing basically every 3 days for the last month, we have looked good. We have looked good. And for once, we are beating teams that we are expected to beat consistently. So what more can you ask for? What more can you ask for? We're moving along in FA Cup. We're still in Champions League in a really good position. We need to keep our momentum up in the Premier League. And we have a lot of winnable games coming up that we must win. So, yeah, things look good right now. Just hopefully we can keep this momentum going because that is the most important thing coming to the end of the season. And hopefully with so much rotation, our players can stay a little bit healthier than the other players on other teams. And we'll be ready to go come end of this year and especially over summer for the World Cup because I have a huge expectations for England. You guys better win. So, yeah, all in all, can't complain. I think we've been really good this month. Just save for a couple of mistakes in there. We just need to knock those out. But I'm glad to see that the players clearly are following him. They're clearly responding to this style play. And honestly, if he can unlock Cole Palmer the way he's done, that's one of the most important things for this team. So, see you guys after the next game. Peace.